enough that I get to live with some of my best friends, and during quarantine, they have allowed me to teach them how to play the recorder. Today is our very first episode, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited for you to follow along and hopefully remember some of the things that we talked about in class, some of the tips and tricks. I did bring my belts home, so maybe they will make it to black belt in this time that we are quarantined. Who's to say? So I hope you enjoy the first episode. Let's get started. Okay, so we are here with my 3 roommates, Molly, Emily, and Ann. They're going to tell us just a little bit about their history with the recorder. Molly, will you go first?
Hi friends, I'm Molly. I took recorder in 4th grade, and then I also took it again in college for 1 semester. So it's been a little bit since I've played, but I do have a little bit of experience.
Wow. Okay, and you're going to learn another fact about Molly soon, about her recorder. Emily?
Hi, I'm Emily. So I do have a deep love for the recorder, but it has been many years since I have picked one up. I did spend a lot of time with it in 3rd grade and have probably not spent much on it since.
Okay, thank you very much. And Ann, how about you?
I'm Ann. I too had vast experience with the recorder in 4th grade. It's the last wind instrument that I've practiced on, but I do have some experience in some other musical instruments.
Okay, wow. Well, that's really good to know for us to get started. So, why don't you guys go ahead and take your recorders? This is where the fact is going to come in about Molly. Molly actually still has her recorder from the 3rd grade?
4th grade.
4th grade. And she's been waiting for a time to pull it out. So she's really excited. Emily and Ann are borrowing recorders from Julia Green Elementary School.
Labeled so we don't share them.
Yeah, in this time of quarantine, it's very important that you do not share a recorder. I can't stress that enough. So, take a look at your recorder, and what do you guys think? Like, how do you think a recorder makes sound? What are some things you think you need to do?
Something about the way the air travels through the different holes, or the tube, I guess.
Yep, air traveling through, and then where you put your fingers.
Ah.
That.
Dictates the sound.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by this last one that has a double hole.
Oh, everybody loves that double hole. There's actually 2 double holes.
Yeah, there's 2.
Yeah, I feel like I've never used that. I don't remember using that one in music, but I know these.
Well, some of my students could tell you those are very challenging holes to use, but maybe we'll get there. Who knows?
Well, I am really trying. I want the students to know I am trying to get my black belt.
You're trying to make it to black belt?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a goal of mine.
All right. Well, it's good to set goals, you know? And the thing that's better for you guys is in the class, in my classroom, you can't test every single time you want to. But here, I'm pretty free right now. So anytime you want to test, I will be happy to test you. Okay. So you are correct that you are going to be putting air into your instrument by using your mouth. And then you're going to be covering the holes with your fingers. So that's basically how a recorder works. Ann said earlier it was a wind instrument. She's correct. A recorder would go in the woodwind family. So the first thing I want you to know is that your left hand has to be on top.
On top of what? On the front?
On the top.
On the top holes?
Yes, on the top holes, okay?
I
Now,
don't like that.
say that again, Ann.
I don't like that.
You are echoing what so many people have said to me over the years. Most people who are right-handed don't like putting their left hand on top. But that is the proper technique of how to play a recorder, so it doesn't matter if you don't like it. You have to do it anyway.
Are y'all right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
We're all right-handed.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're all in the struggle together. So what you're going to do is, do you see on the back of your recorder how there's that one hole on the back of your recorder back here? That's called the thumb hole. So you're going to put your thumb there. And then for now, we're going to use fingers 1, 2, and 3 on top, okay? So we're covering the first hole with our first finger, the second hole with our second finger or our middle finger, and then the third hole with our ring finger or our third finger. Okay, now I saw you wiggling your pinky. You don't use your left hand pinky on a recorder. Fun fact.
So what should I do with it? Just
Good question. I would just gently put it on the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the next question is, what should I do with my right hand? And this is another challenge. A lot of people like to hold it at the top, hold it at the bottom. That's really not a great way to do it because you can cover up holes that way. So you're going to put your right hand, put your thumb near the bottom on the back. So kind of like, let's say 2 or 3 inches below where your left thumb is. And then take your right fingers and just gently rest them on the side. Now, eventually you're going to need your right fingers to play some other notes.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just using our left fingers. Okay?
What do I do if my fingers get tired?
If your fingers get tired, that, first of all, is a sign that you're doing it right. So congratulations.
Okay, great.
But you can always just, take your fingers off and stretch them.
Okay.
You know, maybe do some practices like when you're bored to get your fingers ready to really play the recorder. It's a commitment physically.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we know those are the 3 fingers we're going to use. Just put your thumb on the back and 1 finger on top. Good. And everybody say B.
B.
Thank you. Thumb on the back, 2 fingers on top, and say A.
A.
Thumb on the back, 3 fingers on top, say G.
G.
Okay, so if I was a cheerleader, I would say, what does that spell? And you would say,
Bag.
Wow, they can spell. So, B, A, G are the 3 notes that we're working with today, okay? 1 finger is B, 2 fingers is A, 3 fingers is G, okay? Now, let's just see what happens if we play it. So go ahead and put the mouthpiece, the very tip, in your mouth, and then let's just try playing B, A, G. Let's start just with B. So, let's see what happens, and go. Thank you, that was beautiful. Let's try an A. Oh, yes. So Emily did a classic mistake, which is she took her top finger off. So many people want to do that. That's actually a different note. So you got to keep both fingers down.
Okay, can we try again?
Yeah, let's try the A again. Go. Gorgeous. Your tone is so nice already. I'm kind of sad about that. Okay, and now let's try 3 fingers for a G. Go ahead. And stop. That was so beautiful. Wow. I just want to say very good job. So, you guys are not struggling very much with tone, but I'm going to teach you about it anyway. Okay? So, put your recorder down for a second and put your hand in front of your mouth and blow onto it like you're trying to steam up the window. Right? Is that warm air or cool air? Warm, right? That's the type of air that you want to use in your recorder. We call it the steamy window trick.
Ooh.
Okay? Now pretend like you are blowing out a candle. What kind of air is that?
Cool.
It's cool, right? So if I blow into my recorder, here's how it sounds with warm air.
Wait, that's weird. That's
Science,
crazy.
right? It has to do with the way that your lips are pushing the air out of your mouth,
Wow.
right? So if I blow into my recorder with warm air, this is a B, it's going to sound like this. If I do everything exactly the same, but I blow like I'm trying to blow out a candle, listen to the difference. Not very nice, is it?
No.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the sound that many people associate with the recorder because people are using hard, cold air. We want to use warm and soft air. Soft, warm air. Okay? Now, another trick you can use is, especially when you start adding the right hand, we call it Darth Vader breath. Okay? Anne is a Star Wars fan. And so she will care about this. So, in the Darth Vader breath, you're going to make your mouth, kind of pretend like you have an apple inside your mouth. Okay? So the roof of your mouth is going up. And then you're going to go like this. Watch. Try it. Try it. No, you have to put your hand down. Try it. It's kind of like you're breathing through Darth Vader's mask.
I don't think I have my Darth Vader mask anymore.
Okay. Oh, that's too bad. So you can keep working on Darth Vader. We don't really need it yet. The last thing you need to know about breathing is that we want to separate the notes. So we're going to use the syllable to. Everybody say to.
Two.
What's happening with your tongue when you say to? two,
Go to the roof of your mouth.
two. Yeah, every time you say it, two, 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 your tongue's going up and down, right? When you do that, you're going to stop and start the sound, okay? So if I say toot, when my tongue goes back to the roof of my mouth, that's when the note is going to stop. So let's try it. Try it with a beat, and I just want you to go toot, 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 toot. Do you remember a B? Yeah, good. Good. Now, try this. Let's try a half note. So I want you to try it like this. Watch. Two, two, two. 3 times. Go. Okay. Let's try just 3 times, please. Again. Let's try a whole note. So this is going to be 2, 4 beats.
Sure.
Ready? And here you go. Good. And try not to do like try not to breathe more into it. Just keep one steady stream of air. Yeah.
Can I try again?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank
Good.
you.
Good. So, you guys sound really beautiful, and the next lesson that we're gonna have is teaching you how to play hot cross buns, and it's gonna use those 3 notes that you just learned. So let's play them one more time together. We're gonna play half notes. So we're gonna play B, A, G, and then we're gonna stop. Are you ready? I'll count you in. 1, 2, here you go. That was so beautiful. Thank you for being risk takers and learning something new. I'm so proud of you. And now I'm going to teach you my song to help you make sure you're making a really good tone on your recorder, the sound coming up. All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye, friends.
This is my original song. Actually, it's a parody of a song called Frère Jacques. It goes like this. Are you